And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. I almost said Dual Destinies again. Investigations 2, I am your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at video games, I suck at commentary, and when we last left off, we were, how you say, presenting stuff to the killer. I bet even Rook had no idea that he'd meet us in at the hands of that little lady. Silence. Silence! Why you? Mr. Prosecutor, please continue. Yes. What is this man thinking? Bulletproof vest. I would like to say this is going to solve the case, but if it's not in your eyes, well then too bad. Okay, so clearly I'm missing something here. Next to the riot shield, there's a canary in a cage. Anyway. Aw, it's so cute! I want one to be my partner! Partner? Of course! It can help me open locks and do other odd jobs at the crime scene. A great thief should always use nature to her advantage. I've heard of canaries being used to detect poison gas, like a canary in a coal mine. Don't tell me. Yeah, that was actually something that people did. Like, they put canaries in, whatchamacallits, in coal mines to check for, poisonous gas, and there is one way to tell if there's poisonous gas or not. The canary died. Oh, boy. Oh, the way, the pre-animal rights days, eh? The internal and external views of the plane are being monitored by these monitors. Okay, so there is actually something here. Okay. These monitors show the cockpit and the aircraft's exterior. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. Okay. Probably for like all the ones where you can see like, whatchamacallit, you can see the plane. What about this one though? This monitor shows an external view of the airplane. He must have wanted to know exactly when and where his enemies would attack. Well, against an opponent such as myself, this is all meaningless. Eh? You mean you can sneak onto the plane without being seen by the security cameras? Yes, quite easily. How do you do it? Please teach me, Master! Kay, who are you calling Master? What are you trying to get him to teach you? I'm sorry. It's just, as a great thief, I felt like I couldn't let this chance slip away. I'm terribly sorry, but it is against my policy to accept any students. I see. That's too bad. What do you mean, that's too bad? These monitors show the cockpit and the aircraft's exterior. The monitor shows an external view of the airplane. Indeed, he was a prudent man, and quite foolish as well. To think that he would use such toys to challenge the killer. The killer. Master, please, teach me your strategies for avoiding security cameras! Okay, enough already! I'm sorry. Maybe next time then. There won't be a next time. That's a direct contradiction to that one Tiger and Bunny episode. This monitor shows what's happening in this room. They've got some pretty good tech. Is that so? Wait, who's what? I don't know much about these types of things. It even captures the fine lines around your eyes, Mr. Edgeworth. Oops, my bad. Those are the usual wrinkles on your forehead. Okay, is that all you wanted to say? What's this thing? Oh, that's the president's precious stuffed animal. I don't really get it, but it's some kind of keepsake. Don't touch it. Precious? That's unexpected. Hey, it kinda looks like there's been a break-in! Indeed. The area it stands on does look a bit unnatural. Are those glass shards underneath the stuffed animal? It's a natural empty space. Perhaps... Was there another monitor here? Security monitor data jotted down in my organizer. Displays surveillance videos of plane and the surrounding area. One monitor is missing. Now then, let's begin. I've grown wary of the investigation. Still no sign of Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Prosecutor, have you uncovered the truth yet? No, not yet. By the way, you haven't saved since like 1954, so let's go ahead and save. Continue. Turnabout target in from save point. Oh, so we're basically at the end, huh? No, not yet. I see. In that case, would you like to speak with someone who is involved in the incident? Someone involved in the incident? You mean... Is there not one more witness? Just behind those doors? Of course, the President himself. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, please do the honors and summon the witness here. There's no chance in hell I'm letting that happen. You think you can just summon the President like a witness in court? Huh. Fake? Huh. You're not even good enough to be my fake. Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching all this through your security cameras. Would you kindly grace us with your presence? Would you kindly? That is, if you value your bodyguard's life. I see. Mr. President, what sort of man lays another to die in his behalf? Mr. President! Stop it! Take it easy! Hey! Still nothing. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. Ah! What? The lights! My apologies, Mr. Prosecutor, but I wouldn't try anything if I were you. It seems I'm unable to reach the President, even with Mr. Knightley's life. Stop! Ah! Kay! The killer, you... However, I have already seen the truth. Where is he? I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! March 25th, 4:45 p.m. President's plane. Office. Did I pass out? Mr. Edgeworth, thank goodness you're safe! Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay? Kay, what about you? I just woke up myself. My head's throbbing a bit, but it's no big deal. Detective Gumshoe, what happened to the killer? Miss Swift came running out of the plane. She told us the killer made a run for it, but... we were too late, sir. We heard from that bodyguard that the emergency lifeboat over there had been stolen. He's probably at the other side of the lake by now, sir. Didn't you seal off the park? The police were all called back to surround the plane. Right now, there's no one guarding the opposite shore. That means he succeeded in giving us the slip. Sure seems that way, sir. Mr. Prosecutor. Horace Knightley. It seems he also had a narrow escape. Yeah, that sucked. That punk. Come to think of it, we found this near where you fell, sir. Yep, the Shelley the Killer calling card. This is the killer's calling card. Looks like a message from him. Calling card data jotted down in my organizer. Shelley the Killer dropped it as he fled, embellished with a shell symbol. He always leaves this card next to his victim's body. But you're not dead, sir! Perhaps this signifies something similar to a killing. Which reminds me, the last thing you said still bothers me. However, I have already seen the truth. The truth! I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. Seen the truth? What did he mean? Yeah, it's safe now. Is it? What was that? The President will be making his entrance now. The President? This man is the President of Zhangfa, Dijun Huang. You are? It is an honor to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor. I am Dijun Huang. I have heard of your deeds. You saved my country from a great crisis. Is he referring to the Yorogorosu case? I was simply solving a murder, nothing more. Such modesty. I have been observing your investigation. An astounding performance, despite allowing the killer to get away. Thank you very much. So he is watching through the security cameras. However, I regret that it ends here. What do you mean? Heed my words, foolish prosecutor. You should have already been informed by Knightley. This investigation will be handed over to the esteemed police force of the Zhangfa. Are we gonna meet a certain someone? Now that the killer is gone, they intend to take over the investigation. Hey, pal! What are you doing? And what's with that attitude? It's because of the killer and Mr. Edgeworth that... Enough, Detective. Mr. President, I cannot agree to this. Why must this investigation be handed over to your country's police? Why, you say? Know your place, Peter Prosecutor. Must I explain my actions? Nay, I think not. You shall hand over all the evidence you've found so far, and leave this plane at once. Sorry, sir, but actually, considering this crime happened on our shores, this falls under our jurisdiction, thank you very much. You don't have... I mean, you might be like the president, but you don't have that type of authority here. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, be a good boy and do as you're told. I cannot resist any longer. All the evidence handed over to Knightley. Why? Why won't you allow me to investigate this case any further? Now then, would you kindly take your leave? Knightley, place this suspect under firm restraint. I'm on it, Mr. President. An attempt on my life, the murder of my subordinate. Such evil, such sin! I didn't kill nobody, I swear. Shut your trap, lady. You dare question me? You dare stay in this world with deceit? Should we pardon this sin? Nay, absolutely not. It is most unforgivable. My reasons being... There's no mistake. The President is hiding something. If I turn back now, the truth will be lost forever. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, is there something you can do? I remember the countless times I faced this dilemma in the courtroom. Objection! The lies of the witness, the rebuttals of the defense. I did not always have evidence to counter them. Nonetheless, I was still able to draw out the truth from them. That's right. My words alone are my weapons. Logic chess, here we go. Now then, let's analyze the situation. Leave this place at once. This is a direct order from the President himself. Yeah, sorry, sir. You have no power here. He's not even listening. Any rebuttal I give, he cuts off. When he has that forceful attitude, I'll need to watch the situation carefully. So this is probably going to be our first chance at real logic chess, eh? My opponent is the president of Zhang Fa. I don't think he'll show any weakness easily. His words may be overbearing, but I need not be intimidated. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. First, I'll start by asking about his reasons for taking over the investigation. Now, let's begin. A good opening line will put me at an advantage. Logic chess. Begin. Okay, who's taking over the investigation? Explain your reasons. Who's taking over the investigation? I think we already know that. But, like, I mean specifically, please, allow me to confirm something about the investigation. Nay, I don't recall granting you permission to speak. Wait and see. I am the president of Zhang Fa. You shall not talk back to me. I'm not talking back. I am simply asking for confirmation. This investigation will be taken over by the police of your country. Is that correct? Exactly. That is all I will say. Restrain yourself from making any more unnecessary comments. That's enough. Being on this plane is tantamount to being on the country's soil. You cannot do as you please. I wonder, is that necessarily true in real life? Maybe it is. This plane? Is there something significant about this place? I should remember this clue. Who's taking on? Let's try this again. I've run this line of questioning to its conclusion. Let's try another line of attack. Explain your reasons. I'd like you to explain your reasons for depriving us of our right to investigate. Impudent fool! Hold your tongue! There is no reason. That should be enough of any explanation for you. Perhaps a clue may be useful here. Gathering from what you've said so far, does that forceful attitude of yours has a connection to this place? You insolent! Earlier, you said that being on this plane is like being on your country's soil. From those words, I was able to deduce the answer. Namely, that is, you wish to claim extraterritorial rights inside this plane. Am I correct? That's enough! I shall brook no insolence! Your words are forceful, but I cannot overlook them. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial rights, your face grew pale. In light of your brazen courage, I shall grant you an answer. That's right, I am claiming extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, what does that change? You are still powerless. There is nothing you can do about it. I see. Under international law, the plane would be considered part of Zhang Fa. How convenient. If he wishes to stake this claim, then I shall question its validity. Cause like I'm wondering, like in the US you have Air Force One, right? So like if Air Force One is like in, let's say it's in Brazil for whatever reason, right? So long as you're on the plane, you're still technically on American soil. I wonder if that's true in real life. I feel like I've heard that before, haven't I? Yeah, you know well, I think that was like something that happened in House of Cards once, but then again, that's still fiction. I'm not quite sure how. I don't know. Anyway, whatever the case may be, we'll continue this off in the next episode. Awkward pause. See you guys in the next episode.